college experience is a big change from high school. If your child is worried about how they will make the grade or even make friends, we have some expert advice for you. From Albertus Magnus College today, we have student success coach Brushett and director of admissions Ben Amarone here. I want to thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us, Laura.
Happy to be here. The workload is about to pick up drastically for the two of you. I know with everyone returning, I know you've had a busy summer with rolling admissions and all of that. I want to start there actually because some students are still trying to make that last-minute decision of what is the right fit for me. How do you find the school that's perfect for you?
Sure. Yeah, choosing the right school is one of the most important decisions that a young adult will make in their life. So it can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. So we always tell students to make sure you do your homework, make sure you do your research, visit websites, tour campuses, step foot on the campus. When you do that, you get that feeling of, yes, this is where I belong. And that's the most important part, is to really make sure that it's the right fit for you.
And you do need to find a place that feels like home a little bit, but of course you want to look at what you are interested in studying, and I'm sure you want to look ahead to how many people have had success in that field. Is that right? Absolutely.
Making sure that you're going to be successful in an environment is very important. You know, at Albertus, students say they choose Albertus because of our inclusive community, because of the relationships they build with faculty and staff, because of our small class sizes. So those values and traits are individualistic, but you want to look for a college that also has those same values and traits.
And that might be beneficial to talk to people on campus while you're there visiting and find out, because you might not be able to hear something like that. So that's really good advice. And then for people, once they step foot on campus, boy, that can be a very scary time, not only for the student, but also the parents as well. Big transition about to happen here.
Huge. So it's important to connect with someone. Obviously, connecting with a new or old friend is a first step for students, but really connecting with some person on campus that can connect the student to the resources that they need. It's hard to know everything that's available as the moment you step on the campus, but if you find that person to connect with, then they can lead you to those resources as you need them.
And how do you begin to balance the workload and trying to meet new friends? Let's be honest, that's a big part of it, especially when you move away to go to college.
So being mindful of writing everything down, whether that's in a paper planner or online in a calendar that you can access. It's impossible to remember every assignment, every reading project that you have to work on, plus what activities you want to participate in. You need to put it somewhere so you can stop keeping all those lists going in the back of your mind and then focus on what you need to at hand.
Okay, and how do you handle students who feel homesick? And maybe what are the signs of that too? Because I would imagine that that's something parents should be looking out for too.
Right, so it's common to feel homesick, and so if you're feeling a little down or you're feeling like you're reaching out to some of your old friends or family members pretty often, that's normal, but I think when it doesn't go away, when you've been on campus for quite a few weeks and you're still feeling particularly homesick, that would be a time to reach out to that person that you've connected with, whether it's an advisor or a faculty member, or even go directly to the counseling center.
And I think one thing that might help students too is that when you choose that school and you begin, it's still not set in stone. People change schools all the time, right? And is that an easy process to do?
Yeah, transferring, it can be an easy process. You want to make sure that if you're not happy in an environment, that's the last thing any student wants, right? But if you're not happy in an environment, that you vocalize that to an advisor or someone on campus, because transferring can be a good option for many students.
And I'm sure it's important to give it some time too, because you have to expect the cold feet in the first semester,
Absolutely, yeah. We're looking forward to welcoming our largest class in Albertus's almost 100-year history in just a few weeks. So we're really excited about that. We have students coming to campus on August 23rd, so just a few days away for move-in. And then we start classes the 26th, so we're excited.
Well, happy anniversary. That's exciting. And of course, something kids can be doing now is grab that syllabus and maybe start deciding where these classes are if you're familiar with campus.
Exactly. So review the syllabus, make sure you get the books in time and do your reading assignments, and then reach out to anyone that's there to assist. So I'm part of a Title III grant initiative. We hired many new employees to help be there for students as they transition. If you need help, just ask.
Oh, I want to thank you both so much for being here. Really helping this transition, I think, easier for a lot of families. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, and have a great school year.
Thank you.